Genius is a flower of great rarity that grows in the most unlikely places. Recognition of genius is an accolade that usually becomes a posthumous award. Certainly, this is true of the man called simply O.Henry, master of the tale with a twist, and one of the greatest storytellers of all time. The O.Henry Playhouse, dramatizing some of the most diverting stories ever told. This tale is called A Double-Dyed Deceiver, and it started on a summer evening at an inlet of the great Gulf of Mexico. Captain Boone of the schooner Flyaway stands near his skiff at the edge of the surf. It's dusk. A slim, wiry youth in high-heeled boots comes down to the water's edge. His face is boyish, but with a premature severity that hints at a man's experience. His complexion is naturally dark, burned by the sun to a coffee brown. His hair is black and straight as an Indian's. His eyes are a cold and steady blue, and he looks beyond Captain Boone at the Gulf with the impersonal and expressionless dignity of a Chinese emperor.
Thinking of buying that Gulf, lad?
Why, no, I reckon not. Fact is, I never saw it before. So I was just looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking of selling it, are you?
Not this trip. Now get moving, young'un. Best you forget seeing me or my ship.
I take you for a smuggler, Captain.
Now see
which
here.
is why I came on out. I'm after a passage. Anywhere you're heading. And I can pay.
Well, I'll be keel-hauled and cast away. Mm-hmm. You on the lam, are you?
No questions asked, and none answered.
We don't rise to no cabins, you understand.
That's okay, I'll bunk with the crew. Like I said, I can pay, Captain.
You running from your maw, sonny?
Like I said, no questions asked, none answered. Is it a deal?
Well...
It makes much difference, but where'd you say we're heading?
Buenos Aires, coast of South America. I forget what they called the country last time I was there.
What kind of country is it? Hot or cold?
Warmish, lad, but a regular paradise lost. You're wakened every morning by the sweet singing of red birds with 7 purple tails. And there's no Sunday, and no ice, and no rent, and no troubles. It's a great country for a man to go to sleep with and wait for something to turn up.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be putting you ashore any time now.
Mm-hmm.
The town, Buenos Aires, it's maybe 3 miles down the coast. After we put you ashore, you're on your own.
Okay with me, Captain.
Don't seem to bother you none? That out there is just jungle, you know.
So what?
Been a loner all your life, eh, kid?
I'll go get my kit ready, Captain.
And you don't speak the lingo?
You kidding? I'm from Texas. I speak Spanish better than English.
You don't say. Hey, know something? That's darn near the first thing you ever told me about yourself.
That was a mistake. I must be slipping.
You're safe with me, kid.
I know it, Captain. Fact is, you've been pretty decent to me.
Yeah. Must be turning soft. Look, go see Thacker in Tierras.
Who?
Thacker. Used to be a big shot till he hit the tequila. Still pretty much of a big shot as they go in Tierras. Pretty shady kind of customer, Thacker, between ourselves. Knows everyone who is everyone, though. Might be a bit of use to you.
I'll think about it. Thanks.
You, never did tell me your name, kid.
That's right, Captain. I never did.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this much. Back in Laredo, about a week ago, I killed a man.
Well, this is it. Good luck, kid.
Thanks, Captain.
Stick close to the shore now and keep moving.
So long.
So long, young'un.
The name's Dalton. Dan Dalton.
Good luck to you, Dan.
There was an argument over a poker game. I wasn't out for any trouble. When I killed him, I mean.
Huh? So?
He was a cowpuncher, same as me, in town to spend his roll. Came from the Carlitos outfit. Spanish.
Hair-trigger tempers, them Spanish.
Nice guy, though. In fact, I liked him.
Bet he pulled a knife on you.
He'd have killed me. It was his own knife that
Self-defense, yeah, it figures.
His friends wouldn't see it that way.
How about your friends, then?
I didn't have any.
So you took it on the lam.
Like I said, I wasn't out for any trouble, Captain.
Glad you told me, Dan.
Yeah. Well, so long.
On second thoughts, kid, better stay away from Thacker. Thacker's trouble.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Evening. The name's Thacker.
Yes, I've heard of you, Mr. Thacker.
So I'm flattered. Understand you just walked in out of the jungle, that right?
What gave you that idea?
You'd be surprised. You mind if I join you, Mr.
Yeah, help yourself.
Yeah. Thanks. Americans should stick together. I'd say you're from Texas, right?
You're doing the guessing, Mr. Thacker.
Ship's deserter?
Have I tried to stick my nose into your business?
Maybe I can fix things so the authorities here don't start looking into your business.
Why would you want to do that, Mr. Thacker?
You're young, but I guess you've been around. You speak Spanish?
Does it make any difference?
It might.
I'm not out for any trouble, Mr. Thacker.
You in any trouble, Texas?
Why, no. I'm just looking for work, that's all. Work's all I'm in the market for.
Not much doing in these parts, Texas.
I'll get by, somehow.
You'll need a work permit, Texas. No trouble there. Just so long as your passport's in order.
What's on your mind, Mr. Thacker?
Well, let's say I just want us to get a little bit better acquainted, Texas. Now let's go back to my place and get started.
Okay, let's go.
So you speak Spanish, huh?
Not better than I do English. Just about everybody speaks it back on the ranges where I come from. What about it?
You won't change your mind about another drink?
No, now what is the deal, Mr. Thacker?
You got nerve. I like that. In fact, I'm gonna need it. You could pass for a Spaniard, too, and you're from Texas. You can't be more than 20 or 21.
What's the deal?
You take it or leave it, Texas. Either way, you keep your mouth shut, you understand?
You talk too much, Mr. Thacker.
Like I said, you got nerve. All right, now show me your left hand.
What?
Now, come on, show me the back of your left hand.
Are you crazy or something?
Let's see. Yeah, guess I can do it. Your flesh is as hard as wood and healthy as a baby's. It'd heal in a week.
Makes sense, Mr. Thacker.
I am. All the sense in the world. Now, how'd you like a real steak, Texas? Enough so nobody asks any more awkward questions. Enough to take you anywhere in the world you want to go and live right when you get there.
What's the catch?
No catch. You come and look out the window. Now, you see halfway up the mountain there? The big white house looking out to the sea?
So it's a big white house.
In that house, Texas, there's a fine old Castilian gentleman and his wife yearning to take you in their arms and fill your pockets with money. Old Santos Urique lives there. He owns half the gold mines in the country.
Now, where do I come in, or you?
12 years ago, Texas, the Uriques lost a kid, their only kid. He was a wild little devil, even if he wasn't but 8 years old. Some Americans who were through here prospecting filled his mind with a lot of big stories about the States. A month after they left, the kid disappeared too.
And?
He was supposed to have stowed himself away on a fruit steamer and gone to New Orleans, but they never heard anything more of him.
Well?
Well, they've never given up. They're certain he'll come back someday.
So what's all this to me?
The Uriques are waiting for their kid, and I've been waiting for someone like you to drop in someday. I was so sure of you, I bought a set of needles and ink.
But now you've lost me again.
On the back of the boy's left hand, he had a tattoo, the Uriques family crest. A flying eagle with a spear in his claws.
A tattoo? I'm starting to get you, Mr. Thacker.
You're not slow. Well, I can do it. What was I consul of Sandakan for? I never knew till now. I can also study you up on the family history and anything else you want to know.
Yeah, well, I'll be shoving along now, Mr. Thacker.
Now, don't be in too much of a hurry, Texas.
How long do you think you'd get away with a thing like that?
We wouldn't need to get away with it for long. Now, listen. Old Urique keeps more money than you ever saw in a safe in that house. And you could open it with a shoehorn once you're inside.
Mr. Thacker, I am
We
not...
go halves and we pull out of here. Now, I'll fix that side of it. You won't have to worry about a thing. I've had it set up for a long time, just waiting. What do you say, Texas?
Be nice meeting you, Mr. Thacker.
Maybe I should tell you something else. The chief of police in Buenos Aires is a friend of mine who likes illegal immigrants about as much as you'd like rotting in a rat-infested jail. What do you say, Texas? Perfect. The eagles blended in so you'd think you were born with it.
About time. 2 weeks shut up in this room's about as much as I can take.
We've needed every hour of it. Well, senor, do we strike?
Are you asking me or telling me, Mr. Thacker?
Stage 2, Don Francisco. A masterpiece. Now pay attention. El Señor Don Santos Urique La Casablanca. Dear Señor Urique, I am writing rather than telephoning you because it occurs to me that you may wish to keep this matter secret from your wife until you have investigated it yourself. Señor, in my house there is a young man who arrived in Buenos Aires from the United States some little time ago. Without wishing to excite any hope that may not be realized, I feel it may be well for you to call here and see him. My private opinion is that this man may possibly be your son, though he has not, as yet, claimed to be. I advise you to come quickly, since I suspect that he is planning soon to return to the United States. Yours respectfully.
And now?
Now I send this by hand by a muchacho.
And then?
And then, my dear Don Francisco, we wait. One hour. That's top speed for Buenos Aires. Better and better. The senora, too.
The senora.
The mother. I hoped we'd draw her by not seeming too anxious.
Let me see them.
A pair of proper aristocrats, aren't they? We're halfway home. She'll want to believe you, Texas, and she'll help dissuade Don Santos. You wait and see.
She's in mourning. Heavy veil and the lot.
That's for you, amigo. Anyway, for the young Don Francisco.
After 12 years?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. The kid was her life. She's never stopped mourning that kid or believing that he'll come back.
Thacker, I don't...
Texas, you do a good job over the next 10 minutes and we're on our way. She'll believe you because she wants to. Make it good, boy. Forgive me for being unprepared for you, Senora. I had not expected the pleasure so soon.
This one. Are you my son?
Am I, senora?
Please, look at me.
If I can.
Oh, Santos.
Wait, Christina. Young man, do you claim to be what we wish so much to believe you to be?
That must be for you to say, senor.
I warned you, senor. He's afraid he isn't welcome.
Not welcome? Santos, the mark. Examine his left hand.
Show me your hand, please.
Santos, see? It is he. It is Francisco.
Oh, tattoos can be copied.
No. Santos, even before I saw it, I knew it for certain. This boy, he is my son.
Francisco, you ride like a caballero.
Like a cowpuncher. The one thing I learned to do well in Texas.
Francisco, there is much you must tell me about the lost years.
You aren't sure of me, Padre.
See, I am sure.
No, you aren't. Not really.
12 years is a long time.
And there's no way of ever being sure.
Francisco, why when we first came to you at the house of Senor Thacker did you not claim to be our son?
I don't know.
You could not look in your mother's eyes.
No, I couldn't.
Why couldn't you?
Maybe the look in them wasn't easy to take. If you might have put it there.
See, that was not the act of an impostor. An impostor would be bold and seek to convince.
I wouldn't know, Padre.
She wished it so much. And I too. I too. I wish it now more than ever. You tell the truth? You are my son?
Si, Padre. I am your son.
But you must stand still, Francisco, or the tailor will never get the coat to sit well.
You know, I never got much practice at this out on the range.
Oh, you look splendid. Does he not, Ferdinand?
Don Francisco looks what he is, senora. A grandee.
You see, my son, blood will out.
$1,000 worth of fancy clothes kind of help things along, Madre.
I do not understand this, my son.
Well, I'll try it in Castilian.
See?
You pardon, Senora. A message for Don Francisco.
Me?
Si.
Thanks. Thacker.
Something is wrong, Francisco?
No. Nothing's wrong. No, Madre. Senor Thacker wants to see me.
So?
To have a drink with me.
It is true. I do not greatly admire Senor Thacker, Francisco.
I'm not crazy about him myself, Madre.
Yet we owe Senor Thacker a great debt of gratitude. To be sure, you must accept his invitation, Francisco.
I can't see any way of getting out of it, Madre.
Yeah. Then go then, my son. But come back soon.
You can bet on it.
Well, my young caballero, how's tricks?
Buenas noches, senor.
Time you were coming across, Texas. Now what's the trouble? Don't you get your filial eyes on anything that looks like cash in the Casablanca?
Why, sure. I'm no judge of collateral in bunches, but I've seen the rise of $100,000 in that tin chow box my adopted father called
Well,
a
what
safe.
are we waiting for?
The deal is off, Thacker.
Grow up, Texas. I can upset your apple cart any time I want to. And I think I'm going to want to.
I said the deal is off.
You don't know this country, Texas. The laws here have got mustard spread between them. One word out of me and these people will stretch you out like a frog that's been stepped on. And they'll feed what's left of you to the alligators.
Well, that's a chance I'll have to take, and I'll tell you why.
No, you see
I said
here.
I'll tell you why, Thacker. The fact is, I haven't had much truck with women, and no mothers to speak of. But Senora Don Santos Urique, there is a lady we have got to keep fooled.
Well, come to the point, Texas.
She took it once. Twice she won't. Now get this, Thacker. I'm not much. I never was. And maybe the devil sent me down this trail. But right or wrong, now I'm on it. I'll travel it to the finish.
So you've had a change of heart, huh? Okay, Texas, I'm blowing the whistle on you. I told you the chief of police was a pal of mine.
Thacker, the president of the republic couldn't protect you if this town found out who shoved this tattoo on the back of my left hand.
What? What did you say?
Like you just said, the laws here, Thacker, have got mustard spread between them. These people, they'll stretch you out like a frog that's been stepped on. And what's left, they'll feed to the alligators.
So you got a sense of humor, have you?
All the time, Thacker! All the time.
Let me go.
Now you listen and listen good, Thacker.
You're choking me.
I never did tell you, did I, why I came here?
Let me go.
I came here because I killed someone, Thacker. I killed a man. If I leave here, it'll be for the same reason. In fact, you will be the reason.
Killed a man.
It was self-defense the first time. Only I'd have my work cut out proving it. So if I killed you, I'd have nothing to lose, would I, Thacker? And I'd stamp you out without losing any sleep to keep that mother of mine happy. I'd kill you, Thacker. I'd tread on you like you were a scorpion, which you are.
Please, I won't talk. Honest, I won't.
Okay, now we understand each other.
How about a drink, Don Francisco? What I mean is, there's no reason we can't be friends, is there? No hard feelings, Don Francisco.
They've sent the car down to fetch me. I'll be getting back home, Thacker.
Don Francisco, you know something? That name fits you like a sock. Okay, no hard feelings. I know when I'm licked. Only, you think you can get away with this?
I reckon so.
What makes you so sure you can pull it off? What if their real son turns up sometime?
Something else I never told you, Thacker.
Yeah? Like what?
That fellow I killed in Laredo. He had this same tattoo on the back of his left hand.
The world of O.Henry was a fascinating forum in which the poor and the wealthy, the sad and the gay rubbed shoulders in the most diverting fashion. Each had a story to tell. This was one of them, brought to you in the O.Henry Playhouse. This was an Artransa production, dramatized by Kay Keavney and produced by Jim Bradley.